Lions coming off a game where they tied the Steelers. They should have beat the Ravens, except for a malfunctioning extended play clock and then a 66-yard field goal. It's not a talented team, but it's a team that appears to play and play and play and tries to find a way to win.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, they got their butts whooped by the Eagles, and people question why. How do you have a clunker like that? I think every team's going to have them. But like you said, Dan Campbell has come in. He's tried to change the culture a little bit. The guys like playing for him. They're together. They are trying for the most part. They're playing a lot of young people, but they're so banged up. Their best offensive player, their center and Pro Bowler Frank Ragnow, is out for the year. Their best defensive player, Romeo Okwara, out for the year. Jeff Okudah, their best cornerback, and former Ohio State Buckeye, done for the season. So they're young, and they're just not good. There's not a lot of talent there, and a lot of that was due to the general manager, Bob Quinn, the previous GM, and now Brad Holmes has taken over with help from guys like John Dorsey, who we know, and Chris Spielman. So they're doing the best they can with what they have, but it's not a good scene. It's not a team that has enough talent on either side of the ball, and it's a struggle. And this past Sunday, to be honest with you, Dave, they should have beaten Pittsburgh. They had every opportunity to beat the Steelers and couldn't do it. So a tie, yes. They won't go in 17, but I mean, that game was gross. They should have won.
Now, here's a question. How do they, if they're going to find a way to beat the Browns, what do they do? So what do the Browns have to guard against? How in the world could the Lions beat the Browns?
Well, number one, the running game is good. The Lions' run game with DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams, if he's healthy, and that offensive line is not all bad, actually. So if the Lions punch the Browns in the mouth and block like they did against the Steelers last week and run the football, they're going to be in decent shape. They'll be in the game. Turnovers, certainly. You mentioned the Browns can't get any. Neither can the Lions, but what if Detroit comes up with a couple of plays and gets the job done? Field position. The Lions do well with their punting team and Jack Fox, who's a Pro Bowl punter. So if they pin the Browns deep and the Browns make a mistake or two, that could keep the Lions in the game. Also, Dan Campbell is a guy that he's going for it a lot of times on fourth down. He's now calling the plays as offensive coordinator, stripping the duties of Anthony Lynn starting last week. So maybe Campbell gets aggressive. Against the Rams, they ran 2 fake punts. They also ran an onside kick. So gimmicking up the game, and the Browns aren't ready for it, could keep the Lions in it.